Man, he said, I'm gonna expose all these if you don't let him go.
Ooh-wee, that boy be cheat on miss.
Bang, 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 boy, shit break. On a hard thing, out of Alabama, you can add niggas say.
Who now? What's the word? It's your boy, the Alabama Hitta, and you are now tuned in to Hit Squad TV. Off the rip, I need y'all to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell on the side to be notified on each and every time we decide to slide that way.
What's that word, squad? We back at it again, man. And I know y'all tired of hearing about Hernandez, Govan, but we ain't done. We ain't done. Yeah, Hernandez, Govan put together an interview the likes of a lot of us hadn't seen, with a lot of rhetoric and a lot of misinformation, a lot of which we've broken down on this channel. But we got to go a step further. We're going to dig into the aftermath of why things happened and what actually was going on in the background, because a lot of us feel like this could have been a cover up on behalf of MPD. And there's an interview that is surfacing right now that kind of doubles down on that fact. Shout out to Memphis OG legend Mr. Ian for taking the Pop Austin media and giving a thorough interview on what he believes is a cover up to protect not CMG, not Big Jook, but who we think is the mastermind himself, Yo Gotti. Let's get into it.
Major thank you to Manny Aurora, one of the great legal minds of our time. And right there in the courtroom, he really exposed, without saying directly, what was going on. He was quoted, well, let's say this. The judge asked him about his witnesses that he was calling for the defense after the prosecution had rested. He responded, the question was, how much time do you think you're gonna need with your witnesses? And Manny responded by saying, well, it should be quick, but Trayon Ingram is the only one that is gonna take a considerable amount of time. That's how he answered the judge. So we know he was gonna call Trayon Ingram to the stand. But even though that was quoted inside of Fox 13 news, print or online, you never saw Trayon Ingram in that courtroom. But he did have that conversation with regards to how much time he needed to present his witnesses, and he answered saying that it should be quick, that Trayon Ingram was the only witness he was going to call that was going to take a considerable amount of time. And so we know from that the defense had planned on, if necessary, calling on Trayon Ingram.
And listen, while I wanted to hear from Trayon Ingram, I always felt it weird as to why Manny Aurora would want to call Trayon Ingram. You know, I feel like he would have been more of effective in getting drop convicted, because the car was passed from him to straight drop before the commission of murder of young Dolph. You see what I'm saying? But in this instance, why would one want to call Trayon Ingram, a former Sheffield High School quarterback turned smacker with ties to the Trullers to this case. If y'all don't remember Trayon Ingram, let's just go back down memory lane.
And has been indicted in the murder of a Covington woman last fall. As WREG's Bria Jones explains, her children believe the possible connection to the slaying of young Dolph is helping solve the case.
Tied to crimes in Shelby, Tipton, and DeSoto counties, 23-year-old Trayon DeMarco Ingram is now charged in a fatal double shooting in Covington. In court documents uncovered by WREG Monday, we learned Ingram has been indicted by a grand jury for killing Anita Wilson and critically injuring Darnisha McLeod last November.
How does that feel to have the officially someone indicted in your mother's killing?
It feels good for her to happen today because today her birthday. It's like it was a gift for her.
Police say the two women were ambushed here at the intersection of College and Church as they were leaving a high school football game. The shooting happening next to the police department. Police Chief Donna Turner says the targeted attack is gang-related.
You definitely are sending a message when you jump out of a car at an intersection and shoot up another car with multiple rounds.
Detectives say two masked suspects jumped out of a stolen white two-door Mercedes-Benz carrying large assault rifles. And police say that same stolen car is possibly linked to the murder of young Dolph that occurred days later.
I can say this vehicle that was involved in this case was a stolen vehicle out of Memphis.
Turner says the car was later recovered in South Memphis. Wilson's family believes she was not the intended target.
I definitely feel like the situation with Dolph, brought light to my mom's situation.
It definitely
Because of the car.
While one suspect is still on the run, Wilson's children are celebrating this victory of Ingram's first-degree murder and attempted murder charges on what would have been her 58th birthday.
Keep praying for us because it's hard.
In Covington, Bria Jones, WREG News, Channel 3.
Now you gotta be a bold individual with a hyper-incensed sense of urgency to hop out on these folk in front of the police station at the end of a football game where there's nothing but traffic. So with traffic comes who? The police. And you still did it. That's where the sense of urgency kicks in. But why? And how does this relate to Quet? Well, I guess we just gotta see.
Trayon Ingram is serving a time for a murder charge. That ain't, anybody can look that up. That ain't what I see. But why would Manny need to bring him into the courtroom? Why would Manny bring him in as the defense? At that moment, Manny was holding the knife to the prosecution and MPD neck. That if they didn't let Hernandez Govan go, he was going to uncover the conspiracy that they covered up.
Wow, there goes that pesky word again. Cover up. Cover up and MPD somehow, since this verdict has been announced, has been going hand in hand with each other. We saw Detective Dabney on the stand looking guilty as sin, looking like Judas Iscariot in a modern day courtroom, admitting to shortcomings, corners being cut, not following up on every lead that was needed to be followed up on. And these incidents inevitably freed, acquitted, passed down a not guilty verdict for someone who I believe is guilty as sin. Damn.
They got that gray Mercedes in Covington. Covington police is on the news saying it's the same Mercedes. And before he could even get too far into the story, they hushed him up, But the reason Trayon Ingram was so significant is because he's serving time for a murder. But what murder? Who did he murder? Anita Wilson. While he was trying to hit Darnisha. And had all this been tied together, Well, we would have quickly figured out that Big Juke ain't had no reason to want Darnisha dead. Or have no need, or have no reason to want to do something to Darnisha. So why is Trayon Ingram shooting at Darnisha? Now, do you think it would have something to do with Darnisha being the girl that play with your bitches about? Do you think it has something to do with the fact that Dolph was tweeting this girl publicly and she responding to Dolph, so clearly they know each other? Gotti was tweeting this girl publicly, she was responding, so clearly they know each other. And this happens to be the girl that got shot 16 times and airlifted. How do that fit together? How do that sound to you?
It sound kind of fishy, man.
They sound kind of fishy. All right.
Now let me say, I for one never put any credibility in this whole beef being behind a female, but hey, this is Mr. Ian's thoughts, and you know, he got the kitchen and I'm gonna let him cook.
Had Manny brought Trayon Ingram in that courtroom, this would have directly tied Gotti and provided the motive. But before that happened, you know what? The prosecution rests and Manny did his job. He walked his client out of that building. I'm happy for Govan. He got on Vlad and said that he never met Yo Gotti. Let me tell y'all something. From one street nigga to the next. After a nigga beat a murder, it don't matter what you think. It don't matter what I think. Nigga just beat a murder. If he say he don't know Mickey Mouse, that's his motherfucking business, man. You feel what I'm saying? So, who cares? It don't matter what I think, man. Just a win, you can't downplay a win. You understand what I'm saying? Number one. Number two, you can't get mad at a nigga from sliding away from under them white folk clutches.
Well, with all due respect, Mr. N, as I once heard in a movie,
that's yours, motherfucking punk ass friend.
And he benefited from one or two things. Maybe it was both. One being gross incompetence on behalf of Memphis Police Department, or two, a complete cover-up. I mean, this is what one has to think when they see situations like this.
There's no way in the hell I'ma state this one more time. Cornelius got shot. Straight Drop got grazed. Even Cornelius' girlfriend said he was bleeding bad. And that white man said he working for Renzi. He was a what? He was a what? He was a sergeant. 28 years. That man said no blood was found in their Mercedes. Man, them motherfuckers lie right to your motherfucking face, man. You hear me? Them folks will lie right to your motherfucking face.
That's this car with Blue Star?
Correct.
And if I were to tell you that a witness has said that he took a towel, put a bunch of bleach on it, and wiped the car down, is there any evidence of that in this case?
No.
And you would see that with the luminol, that there's bleach and things like that, where somebody's trying to clear a crime scene.
Yes, sir.
Okay, because otherwise people could get away with anything.
Correct.
Did not happen with regards to this car.
No, sir.
So if I said under oath, I got bleach, put it on a towel, wipe that car down, complete lie.
Yes.
Thank you. No more questions.
Mara peeked his head in to see Manny eating Cornelius alive. So don't tell me that it's not a puppet master. You understand what I'm saying? And all you niggas working downtown, you know, that had a hand in this. MPD, I can't believe y'all turned on this family like this. I just, this is pure evilness. You understand what I'm saying? And the DOJ investigating y'all, and y'all just killed another nigga, Tyree Nichols, and you beat a charge on them. Y'all the criminal. Y'all the motherfucking criminal. You understand what I'm saying? And so, y'all know, MPD, you motherfuckers know that ain't nowhere in the hell Cornelius and Justin Johnson both get hit and jumped in that car. Justin Johnson and Cornelius Smith both got hit. Marcus shot him. They jumped in the car. They drove off. Both of them bleeding, both of them leaking. They said Cornelius was leaking bad. And a 28-year vet for the MPD forensic said wasn't no blood in that car. And man, they stormed through the door, walking out the door, boom. They said, I'm not even sure if that's the same Mercedes. God dang. God, man, y'all full of shit, man. Y'all full of shit. Y'all switched that car, man. Y'all tore that interior out. Y'all switched that motherfucking car to protect you know who.
Sheesh. Well, I tell you what, if you keeping score, Mr. Ian claims it was a cover-up on behalf of MPD to protect Yo Gotti, and Manny Aurora knew it. Matter of fact, he knew it so strongly that he pump faked on bringing Trayon Ingram in to testify just to force their hand.
Trayon Ingram finna come out there and show out on their motherfucking ass. They put him on their motherfucking bus from the penitentiary. Trayon Ingram was finna shine on DMG, CMG, BMG, any motherfucker that was finna get his time knocked out. And Manny had the chopper to the Shelby County District Attorney motherfucking throat. Now, Manny said I'm gonna expose all this shit if you don't let him go.
Squad, what y'all think about this? How y'all feel about what Mr. Ian is saying in this interview? And do you think it is worthy of looking into? You know what I'm saying? And one more thing that he said to assure the people that this may not be over. Not no time soon.
Darnisha must have been on the motherfucking hit list because Trayon Ingram don't know no motherfucking Darnisha. And then killed Mob Wilson mama in the process, Anita Wilson. And you don't know what? This is how you know this shit so real. Because Mob Wilson lost his mama, them people felt that in their heart and they told him, but they didn't tell nobody, listen, feds already involved, man. You know what I'm saying? Because this a guy that lost his mama over some rap shit. So, you know, these white folks that work for these agents, they got a hard, man. They gonna look at that shit like, damn, bruh, you lost your mama. Listen, bruh, don't let this go no further. And they ain't tell them too much, but they let them know, hey, man, the feds involved. We involved, man. We on top of it. You feel what I'm saying? And so, that's how crazy and off the wall this shit really is. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, as we get more information, I'm gonna keep y'all updated. And stay tuned to the channel, because I just may have something in the tuck that everybody that's interested in this is gonna definitely be interested in. It's your boy, the Alabama Hitter. And until the next time we decide to spin, I'm in the win. Salute to the Day One Hit Squad. Airway.
This has been your boy, the Alabama Hitter. And if you're still rocking with me and you're enjoying the content, hit that like button, fam. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell on the side to be notified on each and every time we decide to slide. And until the next time we decide to spin, I'm in the win. Salute to the hitters. That way. Yeah.